better pass. Only you can do it just like that. And I love it when your hair's still wet, cause you just took a shower. You know, that's not the way to get over me. What did I do to deserve you? Don't even know what I did.
Freaky. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm breathing hard because I just finished working out. My hair looks sweaty. Today I did legs. It's my second leg day of the week because today's Wednesday. And then I was like, let me do some cardio because you know we never do cardio over here. We just do weight training. And I went to the Stairmaster for 5 minutes. And my heart rate was like 170 the entire time. That's how you know I need to do some cardio. But anyways, hi guys, welcome back. I hope you guys are doing great. I'm vlogging for you guys this week. Like I said, today is Wednesday. I started vlogging yesterday actually, but I didn't actually talk to y'all. I was just in the car jamming out to music. Then I went to a coffee shop. Forgot what else I did, but I didn't talk to you guys because I just came back. I went to bed. I forgot I was vlogging. Anyways, but today I'm like, let me pick it up. But I'm gonna go shower so I can recover real quick because I'm sweating. I never sweat. But if I go on the Stairmaster, and that's when I feel my body just like hot and bothered. Okay, I'm done with my shower and I feel much better. I'm just wearing, I'm still out of breath. Oh man. I'm just wearing this bodysuit from Amazon. It's super soft. I love the quality. I actually just ordered this one in 2 more colors so I can rotate it because it's really good for like everyday wear. And I'm wearing some leggings from Gymshark. They actually fit pretty nice as well. Oh, she's wet and dirty. I actually can't get my hair done because on Sunday we're getting baptized. So I can't do my hair and then go in the water and wet it. There's no point. So I might just let it rest for a little bit. But yeah, Sunday I'm getting baptized with my sister Michelle, and maybe Jessi might go to my other sister. I'm not sure if she's going yet. Michelle's the youngest and she never got baptized as a kid. And now that we're going to church, she actually wants to do it for herself. She's been wanting to do it for a long time, but it just never happened. And then we kind of fell off of going to church and stuff. And now that we're going back, she's like, oh, maybe this is my sign to actually do it. And I was like, oh, maybe I should do it too, because I was baptized when I was a kid in DR, I believe Catholic. And obviously I go to Christian church now as an adult and even when I was a teen. So I said maybe it's my time to also do it now that I have knowledge of what I'm doing. But anywho, yeah, the church that I've been going to, I mentioned to you guys in my last vlog that I was going to try out the First Baptist Church in Fort Lauderdale downtown. So I did end up going and Michelle wanted to come with me, so we've been going together for the past couple of Sundays. I actually enjoy it. I like the music, I like what they have to say, and it's been pretty good. So on Sunday they're having a baptism at the beach. It's gonna be in the morning, like at sunrise, and then shortly after, like 11:45, they're gonna have their service, like their Easter service, because Sunday is Easter. And I told you guys at the beginning of the year that I wanted to pretty much get in tune with my faith and, you know, get closer to God and read my Bible and stuff, and I've been doing so. I read a few chapters every morning, so by the end of the year I will be done reading the entire Bible. Obviously I can skip ahead and do whatever, but I find that it's a little hard to read sometimes and difficult to understand, just because obviously it's something new, the terminology, etc. But I find it that reading a couple chapters every day is a little bit easier to digest. I'm already like 10 books in and it's been pretty good. So I've been feeling more like calm. I still have my periods where I feel a little anxious and I worry about things, but I'm trying to learn how to not do that and leave it up to him. Let me go change, guys, because my leggings are too tight and I can't breathe. Okay, much better. I threw on some shorts. But anywho, since we're talking about worrying about things, I want to bring awareness to you girlies about your feminine, physical, overall health. Let's make it a habit to take care of ourselves and check for anything that could be abnormal in our bodies, etc. Because last week I was like, oh, let me just do a check, just because, like, random. And then I felt something small, like lumpy, over here on my left breast, and I was immediate panic mode. I called my sister Michelle. I was like, please calm me down, like I need help right now. She was like, calm down, buddy, like you're fine. And I'm like, wait, but we don't even have family history that I know of, yada yada. So I'm like, okay, let me just calm down. I looked it up online, and it was saying that if you're gonna get your period, don't do checks, because you can feel something that's not anything wrong, it's just because of your period, and then you might go crazy, which is what happened to me, because I was due for my period like 2 or 3 days after that. So I was like, okay, that's my bad for checking before, for not checking after my period. They were saying that you should check a week after your period is done. That way, if you do still feel something, then maybe you should get checked out, whatever. And then all of a sudden, one night, I'm scrolling on TikTok, and I see a girl. It's like 1:30 in the morning, which I should be sleeping, but of course I'm scrolling. And then I see a girl saying that she just got diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer at 27 years old, with no family history of breast cancer. And I'm like, oh my God. Immediately, again, I went into panic mode, but I'm like, okay, maybe not, it's fine. Thankfully, I had an appointment with my doctor for my annual a couple weeks later, which was 2 weeks ago. I told her about it. She said, okay, like, let me just send you for an ultrasound, you know, just in case. And then I went last week for my ultrasound. Everything's fine. Thank God. Thank you, Jesus. I literally almost cried in the car, because I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you. Like, thank you. I was told that basically when you're gonna get your period, like you get like cysts that get filled with fluid. So it's nothing, it's like benign, there's nothing wrong. But she did say that if you feel something that doesn't move, it's always in the same spot and it never goes away, then you should get it checked out, because it could be something bad. But if you feel something that's kind of like small and moves around, it probably is going to like go down after your period. And if not, it's just normal to have like cysts. And I had like, I guess, a bunch of them around, because I was just finishing my period like 3 days before my ultrasound. So whatever, I was like, I was calm about it, I was fine. But immediate response is to freak out, obviously. And I was just like praying a lot, like, oh my God, like I hope everything's okay. And thankfully, you know, everything is okay. But I just want to make you guys aware. Basically, take care of your bodies, take care of yourselves, go in for your annual checkups just to make sure that you're fine, like your levels are fine. Take your vitamins, try to eat a healthier diet, and depending on your family history of any illnesses, try to watch out for those things. Like if you have diabetes, try to watch out, you know, your starch intake and your sugar intake and all of that. That way things don't develop as you get older, because we are getting older. I'm almost like 30 years old. I'm 29 years old now, and I'm like, what the heck? So you don't see it because you look young and stuff. I feel like I'm like 18, but the body's not 18. So you need to take care of that. So I just wanted to let you guys know to, even though we're young still, when it comes to like having to do checkups and stuff, because they said it's like 40 years old that you start getting like mammograms. I think that as a collective, we should all start taking care of ourselves, checking ourselves. Don't do it before your period so you don't freak out. Do it afterwards. And if something feels weird, feels off, just get it checked out just to be safe, because you don't want to have any surprises later on. And you know, like sometimes you go to the doctor, you say something, they might ignore you, and if they do, if you feel something is off, go somewhere else and like get it checked out. And it's not just for the girls, also for the guys. Whatever you have to do check wise, I don't know what guys do, like what's the equivalent of like breast checks for guys. Do that and make sure that you're fine, even if you're young, because you never know. So yeah, just putting that out there for you guys, because girl, it was rough for a week. On a lighter note, I went to see Drake this past weekend and it was awesome. I really wanted to go to the concert last year, but it was too expensive for bleachers, and I'm like, I am not paying $700 to sit all the way in the section 400s. That's insane. And no, but he ended up coming here to Sunrise, which is great because I didn't have to drive to Miami, because Miami is, you know, traffic and everything. So I was like, I have to go. I asked my sister to go with me. She was not really in the mood for it. She was like, I don't really care for Drake. I'm like, come on. I was gonna go myself. I was like, there's no way I'm missing this, because like, who knows, the next time he's gonna come, I have to go. And then the day up on Saturday, I didn't have tickets or anything. I texted, like we have a group chat with my sisters and their boyfriend and myself. I was like, hey guys, so here's just like I sent a screenshot of like the price, which is like 200 bucks, so it's cheap. I was like, hey guys, are you sure you don't want to go to the concert? And then Yesenia's boyfriend was like, oh, that's today? Oh yeah, we out. So then we just got ready and we headed out there. It was the three of us, Michelle, her boyfriend, and myself, because Yesenia and her boyfriend were going separately. And we got there, we didn't have tickets, we tried to find something. They were kind of getting more expensive when we got there, and I'm like, oh my god, like, and it was per section 300. Anywho, we ended up buying tickets, 3 of them, and then when we went to our seats, it was all the way at the top, like 300, but it was all the way at the top. Like behind us was just like a wall. So I'm like, I don't love this. I was like, dang, like I don't want to sit here. So they were like, oh, let's try to just go sit somewhere else where it hasn't been purchased yet and maybe we'll get lucky. But then we were walking around and this one guy that tried to sell tickets outside was like, oh, you guys made it in, like how much was it? And we told him. He's like, okay, like give me 150 and I'll put you on the floor. And I was like, we already spent like 250 each, so like we don't want to do that. Because outside when he offered us, he said 400 per ticket for the floor, and I was like, who are you? Like, you might be a scammer, I don't know you. And then we were like, okay, we'll give you 100 for the floor. He was like, no, whatever. So anyways, it was 120, so we paid him the 120 like on top of the 250, whatever, and then we got on the floor. So we ended up going there with no tickets, got on the floor, and had a time. Obviously, if we would have gotten there earlier with him, we would have been closer to the stage because we were actually further back, and then people are super tall, you know, I'm short, and I couldn't see, so I had to kind of like, you know, try to find little spots, openings and stuff. But it was cool. It was a cool experience. It was my first time being like floor level at a concert, and it was for Drake, my favorite freaking artist. So I was like, yes, it was great. I'll insert some clips here of the outfits and myself and whatever.
What kind of water they serving in clay cold? This is me talking.
So glad that I ended up going. It was a great time. But for reference, if you ever go to a concert and you plan on being on the floor, which I didn't plan for, so that's my excuse, don't wear heels. Do not wear heels. I was standing for pretty much 3 hours straight, and towards the end I felt a weird pain on the side of my legs that I've never felt before, and I thought they were going to fall off because it was just a weird pain, and I was like, I need to sit down because I couldn't take it anymore. And I couldn't sit down. I had to squat down at one point to kind of like alleviate a little bit of the pain that I was feeling. And then I couldn't even sit down to take a break because we had to like go and get in the car before traffic started. So I was like, never again. Michelle was like, I told you not to wear boots. And I'm like, I didn't plan on being on the floor standing. I planned on getting to the 100 section some way somehow, but not on the floor. That wasn't it wasn't in my mind. But I mean, I'm thankful that it happened. But the feet situation, do not wear heels. I wish he would have played some songs from his album with 21 Savage, because I was ready to just like rap with him. At the beginning, he was playing Jungle, which is one of my favorite songs, and I got a little in my feels because I was supposed to go to the concert last year with you know who, and obviously that didn't happen. So I was like, dang, because we both really like him, so it was like supposed to be our thing that we went to see him together. But then the whole thing happened. But you know, I still felt that vibe of like we were supposed to go together. So you know, that was that. But I mean, I tried to not think about that during the concert, obviously, because I wanted to have a good time. But sometimes I was like, oh my gosh, what if he's here? Like, what if we see each other here? And like, what would I do? I don't know. I haven't talked about how I'm feeling with that lately, because you know, it's one of those things that you don't want to keep harping on and talking about constantly. But I'm still like not well, and I don't like that. It just feels like I'm not moving forward. Like, I'm moving forward with other things in my life and I'm doing things, but it just feels like that part of my life is just like still up in the air. Like it's not, doesn't feel like I got closure maybe. I don't know what it is. I even talked to my therapist about it. I was like, it just feels like open-ended. It feels like something that wasn't closed. And like, it's not like a chapter that's finished. It's kind of like still there. And I'm just like, I don't know why I feel like that. I don't know. I don't like that whatsoever. I'm sitting down for a bit before I go drive to the coffee shop. I feel like I'm always like, go, go, go. And I just, my legs are sore. But anywho, yeah, I still feel, I feel weird. It feels like I get sad sometimes. I get in my feelings about the whole thing still. So that's why I'm saying that it just feels like it's not done. Because if it's been like, what's today? It's been like 7 months already. And everyone says, well, you were together for like 10 years, so maybe it'll take some time for you to kind of like move on. And then events have happened where I'm forming like new memories, as my therapist said. Everything happened around August of last year, like officially. Like the no contact started like around August. But then shortly after, our 10th year anniversary came around, which was in November. 2 days later, it was like Thanksgiving. A month later, it was Christmas, like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Then it was New Year's. Then it was my birthday on the 2nd of February. And then it was his birthday on the 6th of February. So it's like, you know, it's like, damn, all these events and holidays that we would spend together and do stuff together, I didn't even talk to you. Like we didn't even say Happy New Year to each other kind of thing, you know, or Happy Birthday to each other. And it's weird because we were friends. He was my best friend. So I'm like going from being with somebody for such a long time, living with that person and spending all these holidays and special like moments and events together to like not even acknowledging like, oh hey, Happy New Year, I hope you're okay, you know. Like it's so strange. I don't love the feeling, and when I think about it I get confused because I'm like, that makes no sense. But I guess it's like my first real breakup, so I've never really experienced all of these emotions, and now I'm just feeling them for the first time. So it is weird and new. But I just don't like it at all. I don't like the feelings and the fact that it doesn't make any sense. I know like you might say, well, yeah, you could have reached out. It's a little, it's not as black and white, I don't think. Or maybe it is. And I'm just being difficult about it. But I don't know. I can't answer that, I guess. And then I go to the concert, which is again something that we would have shared together. And it's just like a lot of different things that it just feels off moving on and living my life without that person that I was supposed to share everything with, like forever, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm glad I went, you know, and did something for myself. I feel like if my sisters didn't say yes, I probably would have told myself, you know what, like don't go, like yeah, I'm not gonna go by myself and potentially feel bad or sad or whatever. Like I probably wasn't going to. I really wanted to go myself regardless because I wanted to just go see him and not depend on anybody. But I feel like I probably wouldn't have done it if they wouldn't have gone, just because of all of that. I probably would have felt like kind of sad. Maybe, I don't know. And I was thinking about it today. I was like, maybe part of the reason why things turned out the way they did is because we weren't like spiritual together, you know, because even though we both like believed in God and stuff, and like he would pray I think every day like on his own, and I would do it like occasionally like at nighttime and stuff, we never incorporated that aspect into our lives together in the 10 years that we were together, because it wasn't a priority, I guess. I'll speak for myself and say that because I don't know his perspective. I know towards the end he did mention to me like, oh, we should go to church together, and I was just like, oh sure, but we never did because it wasn't, again, like our top priority in our relationship. I feel like maybe if we did have more of a spiritual connection with like, you know, God and stuff, I think we would have worked through things better and maybe things would have ended differently. Maybe not, but thinking about the fact that we didn't have that aspect, we didn't even have that option of maybe we could have worked through things, and maybe that's the reason why we ended up not working out, because we weren't looking to God for like guidance, you know. And obviously if you're not religious, then you might be like, I'm just talking trash right now, so whatever. But that's kind of, now that I've been tapping into my faith and stuff, I feel like that would have been an important aspect for us to actually have together, and it would have helped us like work through problems better versus just being stubborn. I'm definitely learning a lot, and I'm definitely maturing more, I would say, because obviously when you get with someone at 18 years old, you have a lot of growing up to do. You still have to mature, you know, not only with yourself, with people around you, like your family and stuff. And I definitely had a lot of that to do, and I feel like now that I'm seeing things for what they are and having time for myself, I am seeing that, yeah, like there are things that I did do that were wrong that I could have handled way better. And I'm pretty sure there will be more things that will come up that I'm like, oh yeah, like that was your fault, because I'm getting a lot of those moments. But who knows? Honestly, when it comes to relationship and whatever, I'm just basically leaving everything up to God. Like, I don't want to take matters into my own hands because I don't want to make the wrong decision. So I'm just pretty much like praying on it and not trying to like rush things or do things that I don't feel internally. Like, I don't want to date. I don't care for dating. I don't care for physical intimacy with anybody. I don't care for that. And I actually told myself that until I'm with my husband, there will be no physical interactions because I don't care for it. I don't want to be out here like testing and trying different things. I just don't care for it. So I'm just focusing on myself, hanging out with family, trying to meet friends, getting out of the house first of all, and working outside of the house, focusing on building my career, building my community on like my social platforms. And yeah, like that's my main focus. But when it comes to relationship, I'm not gonna be out here on dating apps looking for people. And I get that a lot, like, oh, have you started dating? No. Are you like going to? No, I don't feel like I want to do that right now. And that's just that. I'm just being super honest with you guys so that you know what's tea. Obviously you might say, oh my gosh, you have to move on and stuff. And I know that obviously it'll take time. Everyone's healing process is different. So I don't know how long it'll take, and maybe I do things that don't help with my healing, I guess, but it's a different story. We're not gonna talk about that. Either way, when the time comes, it'll happen. So I'm not pressed for it. Yeah, I'm just not pressed for it. I don't care for it. What's meant to be is going to be, and only time will tell. That's tea, girls. That's tea. Let me serve my water and put on my shoes and go to the coffee shop to do some work. So I'm wearing my bodysuit that I told you guys from Amazon. These pants are from PLT. I got them a size 2 because they kind of do stretch out as I'm like walking and like sitting down and stuff, because I lost weight, you know. If you know, you know. And then I'm wearing these shoes from ZARA. I got them 5.5 because their shoes run kind of big for me. So I got them half size smaller. And I actually really like them. They're super comfortable and they're cute. They go with everything. So that's the outfit. Just my little pony. And just some accessories that I got from Amazon. This is all from Amazon. And these rings right here, plus my watch. Band is also from Amazon. So yeah, let's go.
Nico the Gallo. Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, telling me I need you. Every time I try to call, something keeps pulling me back.
Hi guys, good afternoon. It's the next day and my camera's gonna die. Alright, we put a new battery in. I'm about to get gas. I literally have no bars. It's just flashing. So I'm living life on the edge right now. But I know that it has enough miles. I'm like right next to the gas station right now, so that's why I'm not pressed. There's always like a homeless person at this gas station and I don't feel safe. So I'm gonna go to the other side and hopefully he doesn't come around, because I know last time I was here, I was about to leave and he wanted to like ask me a question and I just like scurried away and I was like, I just ignored. I feel bad, but I'm scared because I don't know if you're gonna do something to me. 4 bars now because it was looking rough for a minute. Now we're gonna go to UPS and then we're gonna go to the coffee shop to work. This morning I actually got up and I stayed in bed for a little bit. And I was just kind of on my phone, which I don't typically do. I told you guys I'm trying to be good and basically just get up, brush my teeth, read my Bible, and do my routine. But today I just felt like, you know, just chilling for a bit. So I was just there only for like 30 minutes or so. I woke up late. I've been getting up late the past week. I don't know why. I keep snoozing my alarm and my hatch. Like both, I have both my hatch alarm and my phone alarm, and I just keep snoozing both of them. So every 9 minutes, I'm like turning over to press the buttons. And I'm like, what am I doing? Because I'm falling back asleep, but then every 9 minutes I'm waking up. So I'm just super disturbed, and then I feel so tired. So I need to stop doing that because it's not functioning for me. Then I cleaned up my bathroom because I have some stuff on my countertops. I just vacuumed real quick. I sprayed the bathroom, you know, cleaned it up a little bit. Not too much because I didn't feel like doing a deep clean or just cleaning in general. I just kind of spritz it, let it rest, rinsed it off, and then called it a day. And I went to work out real quick. It was only for 30 minutes. That's why I didn't bring you guys with me, because I just went downstairs to the community gym and I just did my workout for 36 minutes. I was just like, let me hurry up and do that so I can come do my stuff. That's my morning, or morning / midday so far. It's already 3 o'clock. So anywho, I wanted to tell you guys something that I didn't share yesterday. So you know how I told you guys in my last vlog that I want to move my apartment? I already put in the notice, what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, that I was leaving. It said, oh, okay, you know, whatever. But I haven't found a place where I'm gonna move to yet. So I'm a little like, you know, because it's almost April. April is like on Monday, April 1st. And I haven't found a place. But the thing is that I can't find a place too far in advance because I can't apply for it right now. If it's available now, I would have to pretty much get it now. And I think the most I can do is like 14 days for most places. So my lease is up May 8th, and I'll probably want to move around like May 5th, you know, so that I'm not overlapping too much. And the lowest I would do is like May 1st, but I'm not doing April something because I'm like paying, you know, 2 apartments, and I don't want to do that. But I've been praying a lot for things to kind of, you know, be shown to me, so that way I know that I'm making the right decision, because I don't want to make a mistake again and jump into another apartment just because, kind of like I did with this one, so that I'm not over here feeling like I want to move again. You know, I just want to be a little bit more stable and just chill and feel homey and feel whatever. So anywho, the other day I saw a video of this girl on TikTok. Her name is Talitha Jane, and she was talking about how she saw another girl on TikTok make a video explaining how she asked God for like, or she sets up passwords with God, essentially. Like she prays and she set up a password. That way when she gets that password or like that sign or whatever, she knows it's coming from God, right? So she was saying that she did the same thing for herself, and then next thing you know, she set up a password for like if she's gonna meet her husband or whatever, and then she said it was gonna be like a Disney princess. All of a sudden she saw that princess and she was like in awe, because it was like, oh my God, you know, whatever. So then I was like, oh, that's a good idea. I feel like that's something that I would want to do for myself. So I set up a password for myself, and I'm actually gonna pass by where I saw, just see if I can get a picture of it so I can show you guys in this video. But I'm driving, so it's a little dangerous. Couldn't get it. No, I had to zoom in a lot and I couldn't get it. I couldn't focus on 2 things at once. Anyways, I'll try to get it and insert it here for you guys when I post this vlog. But anyways, I did the same thing. I prayed and I was like, oh, you know, if I'm supposed to be moving from this apartment, if I'm doing the right thing by not renewing and moving somewhere else, show me a blue butterfly. That was my password, a blue butterfly. I think it was 2 days before I had to sign my notice that I'm gonna leave. And I was like, well, I kind of have to do it right now because I'm about to leave. I'm not gonna come back until nighttime, and I won't be able to give them the form, and I don't want to have any issues. So I went ahead and signed. There's like people here, so I can't like talk to myself right now because I feel awkward. Okay, they're leaving. Anyways, so I did that. I signed my form. I left for the day, so I think I came to a coffee shop, I don't know. I'm driving, and then I'm on the phone, so I'm distracted because I get a phone call. So then I look to my left, and I see like a stone sign. I thought it was for a church, like the church's name, but it turns out that it wasn't later on. So anyways, I turn, I kind of see a butterfly. I'm like, okay, like that's weird. but it was like on this stone, so it wasn't colored. It was just like the outline of a butterfly. So I'm like, okay, and I'm thinking that it was on the church's name. There's a church right there. So I was like, okay, that's strange, but it wasn't a blue butterfly, so whatever. Then I go about my day. I get to my mom's house, and I get there. As soon as I get there, I see a butterfly, but it was like black and yellow, and I was like, okay, that's random. I've seen them there before, like long ago, but not recently. So I go to the backyard to see, because I'm thinking that's kind of strange. So I see the same black and yellow butterfly. And then my sister, Michelle, she's there. She was like, oh, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, nothing, just browsing. And she was like, I was like, oh, there's like butterflies here. She was like, yeah, I see blue ones, I see whatever. And I'm like, okay, interesting. Random. We end up going to TJ Maxx. And then she's shopping around for some new earrings, and she has butterfly earrings. She was like, oh look, I want to get new butterfly earrings, so do these look the same? So she showed me like a silver and a gold one and compared it to the ones that she had, and I was like, oh yeah, maybe get these, whatever. But again, they weren't blue, and I wasn't thinking anything of it until after. I was like, wait, we were just talking about butterflies all day today. Like, that's so random. Then we get to my parents' house, and my mom asked me if I want to go to church with them, and I ended up going with them. Then when I get to church, you know, all the seats at church, they're all like blue. So then when I'm leaving and I'm going home, and later in the night, I asked Michelle, I was like, hey, like, I tell her the whole thing, and I'm like, you know, I saw this butterfly on this like thing, I thought it was on the church's name, and then went to church today and it was all blue. And I was like, am I reaching? And she was like, it sounds like you're reaching, because it wasn't the blue butterfly that you requested or you asked for. So I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe I'm just doing the most. And then when I'm at home, I'm texting her. I was like, oh my gosh, but it's so funny how we're talking about butterflies. As soon as the word butterfly was typed on my phone, the emoji popped up, which is a blue butterfly, and I was like, oh no. Like, and I sent her a picture of it. I'm like, there's no way. So I'm like, okay, like, it could all be coincidental, you know, whatever. I forgotten that the emoji for the butterfly is a blue emoji. I didn't think anything of it. Anyways, the next day, I'm driving down the same road on 3rd Avenue. I'm on the phone again, but I still look to see that sign, whatever, or the name of the church. It turns out I see something, and I'm like, that's weird. It wasn't the church's name. It was like a restaurant's name that's right there. So I get to the salon, because that's where I was going, and then I'm like, oh, I have to look this up. So I look it up, I find the place, I go on the website of the actual restaurant, and this is what I see. Hold on a second, let me pull up the site for you guys to see. I was literally in shock. I was like, as soon as I type it in, I see this right here, Holly blue butterfly, and I was like, oh my god. Like, obviously it wasn't a blue butterfly specifically, but I literally saw it as soon as I left my house the day before. It was a butterfly. It said the word blue butterfly right there in my face. I just didn't see it because I was on the phone distracted. And the next day, same thing, but when I looked it up, I saw that, and I'm like, there's no way. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's my confirmation that I'm doing the right thing. And I was just so like excited and like happy, but also like weirded out, because I'm like, dang, that's so strange, but it's like so freaking awesome. So I wanted to share that with you guys, because I was like, that's insane. And again, I just did it because I saw that girl Talitha talking about setting up passwords and stuff. So I set up passwords for other things, and I just been praying on it. And I have another story to tell you, but I think I will tell you guys later, because I wasn't sure. I'm not sure if it was the same exact situation. I feel like it was, because it was super crazy that the same thing happened for something else, but I need confirmation that it was that. So I will tell you guys that at a later time. So, you know, if you're on your spiritual journey and you're trying to like get signs from God, set up passwords, and obviously be intentional with what you're asking for. But yeah, girl, being spoken to feels great. Anyways, let me get in. My camera is freaking overheating. Oh, guys, look at her eating mac and cheese at the coffee shop. That sun is sunny.
I got your home, baby. Fíjate de tu novio, baby, me alegro. Vamos a celebrar en perro negro.
You was always on go for the drama, dog. I would tote somebody for your mama, dog.
No me confunda, chichi. El mundo va a escuchar.
guys, I haven't spoken to you all day, but I'm going to my mom's house right now because my sister made some food, so I'm gonna eat there. Then we're gonna go to an event at the church that I told you guys I was going to. They're doing a rally, it's what it's called, and I guess it's for young adults, 18 to 30, to just go, mingle, listen to some music, they said. They're gonna have like a sermon, I guess, and then they're gonna have like a DJ and music afterwards. So I want to check it out. Michelle's gonna come with me. So that's the plan for the rest of the day. I was gonna make some chicken wings today and I was seasoning the meat, but Michelle was like, oh, I made some food, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Yeah, we're not doing anything. So I put some of it in the fridge and some of it in the freezer so I can make some tomorrow, and that way I can still have my wings. I just didn't feel like wasting more time making the food because I got up a little bit late again. I did my morning routine. I was doing my budget for the month. I was paying my bills because it's the 29th. I told you guys in my last vlog that I do it 2 days before the month is over. So I usually go ahead and pay off my credit cards at the end of every month. That way I don't have a balance going to the next month. And I paid my rent, and that's pretty much it.
Watch me going out of the way when I should've went home.
Got a light-skinned friend, look like Michael Jackson.
So we are back from the rally. I actually really enjoyed it. They played some really nice songs. After that, we had a little after party. They were playing some music. People were dancing and stuff. They had some food like finger foods. I just chilled, and I got water thrown in my shirt. It's dried up now. It was a mistake. I got somebody's bottle with like, I don't know, pops or something, so my whole shirt was wet. It was like, what the heck? I felt bad because the first thing that I said when it happened was, what the fuck? And it wasn't that loud, but I was like, okay girl, like get it together, you're at church. So I need to fix my cursing, and I'm trying to work on it. Even when I'm singing my songs, I'm trying to like not say the curse words so I can get used to not cursing so much, because potty mouth over here. It's 11:30 right now. I'm gonna go do my skincare. I have this camera that I kind of want to install. I already have a Ring camera on my door. I've shown you guys before. I got a mount for it and everything, and it's just on my door, like right here. So this thing right here is the mount, and on the other side is the Ring camera, obviously. But I wanted an indoor camera, and it was on sale for the spring sale that they were having. So I got this one. I don't know where I'm gonna put it though. I mainly got it for when I move, honestly. But I'm gonna set it up here. That way I can see if I even like it and need it. Nobody really comes in here. But just in case, because you know how it is when you live in an apartment, the people from maintenance be coming in sometimes. And it happened to me a couple of times that they just came in. Even though I requested that they let me know and I want to be here when they come in, they still came in. I guess that wasn't part of the notice. I don't like that. So going forward, I want to have a camera inside so that when people do come inside the apartment, I know what's going on in here. I can see them coming in the door, but I don't know what you're doing in here. And I don't feel comfortable with that. So that's why I got it. I'm gonna just probably do it tomorrow though, because I don't feel like reading right now. If anyone cares or you need a camera, it's this one right here. I'll add it to my storefront under tech, most likely. That's where I have my Ring and the mount and everything's under tech in my Amazon storefront, which I'll have down in the link below. Good morning. Well, good afternoon. It's so late. Like, I told myself I'm taking off my alarm and I'm just waking up when I wake up. And I woke up at 10:30. But I stayed in bed, just rotting away for a little bit. I was editing a video and I just posted it to my Instagram. It's 12:25 and I have to get up, but I'm going to do my Duolingo first before I forget. I showed you guys in one of my vlogs that I'm doing Duolingo. Oh, my hair. And I'm already on day 85 and I've been doing pretty well. I'm doing Italian for those of you wondering.
Anna può parlare inglese qui.
Anna può parlare inglese qui.
Amica.
Perfect lesson. Anyways, let's get up and make this bed. Hi guys, happy Saturday. I just took a shower and I'm gonna film an unboxing from Zara. So I have my phone and everything prepped so that I can do like a little short form content, but I'm also gonna try it on for you guys. So I'm gonna get that done first and then we're gonna try on what we got. All right guys, so I have everything right here. I'm going to try it on now just so I can see what fits, what doesn't. This might not fit. So I got everything an extra small because Zara is weird with their sizing and usually a small is too big. It won't go past my butt. Okay, I move you guys over there. I think this looks better, but how cute. It was kind of tight from here, but once you got it on, very, very nice. I like it. Next we have this set with this long skirt. So I didn't really love it when it was on the website, but I thought maybe it had potential. But I don't know, I think it looks a little bit too loose on me. And also being that I'm short, the skirt just looks like long on me. I'm not really a big fan of skirts for that reason, because my height doesn't help with that. I'm gonna have to see if I style it with shoes and a bag and then figure something out with the top, etc. if it'll look good. Otherwise, off the bat like this, it's a no-go. Next we have this dress, which I think is super cute, but a button right here just fell off. If I keep it, I'm gonna have to sew it back on. It feels a little tight though, from the back. But otherwise, I think it's a cute little dress with some heels and a little bag. It's cute and I feel like it's nice to spring as well. I'm not really a patterns girl or even like colors, but I'm trying to incorporate more color into my wardrobe because I'm tired of wearing just black and neutrals, to be honest with you. I was gonna try on this one, but it's too small. It does have buttons right here, but these are fake. Only these up here come off, but the rest are just for show, so I can't get it up from the top, from the bottom. But this was one of the dresses. Next we have this one. I thought it was gonna be more flowy because I bought one from Zara as well a couple of weeks ago and it was very nice. It was like black and white. I'll insert it here and it was very nice and flowy. This one's a little more stiff and it has too low of a cut because I wanted it for like church vibes. Obviously I can wear it out as well, but I want it to have more like church appropriate clothing and dresses because the last one was very cute, but this one, the quality and the material is a little bit stiffer. And again, it's like kind of loose right here, which I can wear something under, but I don't like that. Or I can just like pin it there maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think? Next we have this one. I got it because I saw potential with it, with accessories and the shoes and the bag. Like it's just plain, it looks a little bit whatever, but I feel like if you accessorize it well, it'll look very nice. So when I put it together, I'm gonna see if I actually like it and the vision comes to life, but it's just like a plain white dress. So off the bat, I like this one. I like the style. Obviously you can fix that tie later, but as you can kind of see, it gives you a little bit of a silhouette right here. I didn't button all the way down to have more of a slit. And it's like this. So pretty. Next we have this dress. I really like it. Only thing is that the straps are a little bit too loose on me, so this one may not stay. We'll see if I can fix that. It's a bit tight right here, but again, if I would have gotten a size small, it would have been huge on me. Last but not least, we have this two-piece set. It doesn't go all the way down. I wish it fit a little tighter because you can see my bra underneath, so I don't think I can just wear it with nothing under, but the pants fit nice. They're like flared at the bottom. But yeah, I like it. I like the color and I like the feel of the material. The crotch is a bit long, but usually pants like these fit a little bit on me. Even though again, I got an extra small. But I don't know, sizes are just weird for me. In these stores and your sizing, they're just off all the time, especially Zara. That's why you have to kind of play around with it and see what fits you best. I actually bought some more things, but they're coming next week because it was shipped out in 2 different packages. So when that comes in, I'm gonna film a whole video for short form. I'll probably put it on YouTube Shorts as well. So it'll be on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. So if you don't follow me on those platforms, make sure you do so you can see it. And I will have all the links down below for you guys if you're interested. Again, size extra small for everything. And as you saw, some things fit, some things were too small. So you have to play around with it. I can't really say what to get or what not to get because Zara is a little inconsistent. Hey guys, it's a bit later and I'm bringing the chicken wings and fries so we can make that for lunch because it's 4:30. I packed the bag because I'm staying over tonight since tomorrow's a baptism and the beach is closer to my mom's house than to my place, so it just makes more sense for me to stay there. We gotta be there at 6:45, so that's very early. Oh, that's super nice.